Hello everyone, my name is Cameron Harbachuk and I am the President and Director of Operations of Gulf Coast Events and Promotions, the parent company of the Gulf Coast Charity Open. On behalf of our event staff and our sponsors, I'd like to welcome each of you to the 2021 Gulf Coast Charity Open presented by Lennar Homes. Each year, the GCCO staff works with our title sponsor to identify a local charity to donate the proceeds of our event to. This year, in working with Lennar Homes, we have chosen Metropolitan Ministries. Metropolitan Ministries have services designed to help homeless and at-risk children and families, no matter how serious their needs. The money we raise this weekend is vital to ensuring they can continue to serve the 32,000 homeless men, women, and children in our communities. I want to take a moment before we get into the normal player meeting stuff to thank you, the players. Over the last 16 months since the last Gulf Coast Charity Open, our worlds have all been flipped upside down. One day, we were going to work, eating lunch with our friends, and only being concerned about people being close to us because they smelled weird. Since then, we have had to totally rethink the way that we live our lives. This, of course, was our primary reason for postponing the GCCO from our normal weekend in February to this weekend in June. I want to thank you all for your patience and understanding while we work to ensure that we can keep everyone safe. Recent technological developments have allowed events to become more virtual across the board. But the truth is, the GCCO was built this way from the start. We were early pioneers in both virtual players meetings and virtual raffles, dating all the way back to 2017. The real GCCO OGs will remember the first virtual players meeting with me standing in front of my TV in my living room with a candle that almost burnt my whole house down. I say this all to let you know that you are in good hands for this year's Gulf Coast Charity Open. To follow up on the postponement of our event this year, I wanted to take this opportunity to inform you all that next year's Gulf Coast Charity Open will more than likely be in April or May and will return to its normal weekend in February of 2023.
My name's Calvin Heinberg. I'm from Safety Harbor, Florida, and I throw the Draco by Millennium Golf Discs. The first release of the Lunar Quantum Draco is a limited release, and it's flat top, just like the normal Quantum Draco, but the plastic is a little bit softer. I found the Lunar Quantum Dracos to be a little bit flatter, but a little bit less overstable. You can get the limited edition Lunar Quantum Draco at Millennium Golf Discs.
A huge thank you to Jess and the team at Millennium for helping us get the amazing umbrellas in your player packages. They're just one of our event's amazing sponsors this year. The Gulf Coast Charity Open is a PDGA Tournament Manager virtual event. This means that there will be no traditional physical scoreboards at each course. Rather, all of the scores and hole assignments will appear on the results page on the PDGA website. On Thursday night, your first round hole assignments will be posted, so please make sure to check there prior to arriving to the course on Saturday morning. After the first round, we will reorder the scores and update the PDGA website with your round 2 starting holes. Additionally, we will be asking each group to use PDGA live scoring. When you arrive at your first hole, please establish which player is going to be doing live scoring and go to www.pdga.com/score. Once there, use the access code GCCO21 to access the live scorecard. We will provide one paper scorecard per group that can be picked up by any player in that group from Tournament Central. Next, I want to outline our event schedule. Per our normal tradition, the weekend really starts on Friday with Tyler Cyril and his Flex Start Friday C-Tier event at Maximo Park between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. Simultaneously, the GCCO staff will be doing early check-in at Maximo Park from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. as well. This is a great chance for you to get an additional rated round on the weekend and get your player package early. If you are checking in on Friday, please be patient. With the personalized nature of the player package, it will take some time to find your items. When you arrive at the check-in table, please give the staff your first and last name. The staff will then start working on finding your customized items. While you wait, you will be verbally assaulted by me to buy raffle tickets. Once you are given your silly pint and bag, you will move down to the next canopy where you will be able to select your player package disc while the staff retrieves your custom umbrella. Once all your items have been received, please double check to make sure the items are yours before you leave the course. We did a really good job of double checking everything, but I would hate for folks to end up with some other players' player package due to our simple mistake. Later on Friday night, we'll have our player party and putting championship at Mellow Mushroom in Clearwater, Florida. Grab 2 putters and come out anytime between 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. to enjoy some good food and some friendly competition prior to the event kicking off on Saturday. The main event starts on Saturday. All players are to report to their first course Saturday morning and must be checked in prior to 8 a.m. If you checked in early on Friday, there is no need to check in again on Saturday. First round tee time for all pools will be 8:30 a.m. It is important to note this is a shotgun start event. I know over the past 16 months everybody has gotten used to tee time events, but this event is going to be a shotgun start, which means everybody is going to start at the same time. After the completion of the first round, there will be a 90-minute break for lunch and travel. Please depart your first course and head directly to your second course to ensure you are not late for your second round tee time. The exact start time for each course may vary, so stay tuned to your email for the official tee times on each course. Unfortunately, the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic made it very difficult for us to secure an official player party location for Saturday night, so we will not be having our normal Saturday night player party. However, if you all establish some place that you would like to go, I'd be more than happy to attend and let you guys buy me drinks all night. The third round will begin at 9:30 a.m. for all courses. After the completion of the third round, there will be a short award ceremony at each course to crown our champions. With this event being in June and in Central Florida, we unfortunately have the opportunity to experience inclement weather. In the event that a round needs to be suspended, you will hear 3 short blasts from an air horn. At that moment, please stop playing, mark your lie, and proceed to the closest, safest location. This decision will be made on a course-by-course basis, so if one course gets delayed, it does not mean that the other 3 courses will be delayed as well.
Hello everyone, Nick here with Chain Assembly. Do you have an event, brand, tournament, or fundraiser that needs some art? I do custom illustration and graphic design for any application. I most likely have designed something already in your bag. Visit me at www.chainassembly.com or email me at nick@chainassembly.
A huge thank you to Nick Rivera at Chain Assembly. He has always provided us with all of the art and imagery for our event and is always the easiest to work with. I think it's very clear to say that our event would not be where it is today without all of the hard work that he has put in for our event. As noted earlier, our primary goal for this event is to raise as much money as possible for our beneficiary charity, Metropolitan Ministries. The greatest contribution to this is through our events raffle. We are happy to once again have a raffle with a total prize pool of greater than $2,000. This year, the raffle includes 2 Zuka carts, a new grip bag, Discraft Chainstar Light Basket, entries into both next year's Gulf Coast Charity Open and Gulf Coast Tour Challenge, and a slew of other collectibles and unique discs. You can purchase your raffle tickets at Tournament Central from any GCCO staff member. Please note that this is a virtual raffle, so you will not receive any physical tickets, and the winning numbers will be drawn Monday, June 7th at 8 p.m. on the Gulf Coast Events and Promotions YouTube channel. This year's player package may be one of the best that we have ever seen, and I have absolutely no idea how we're going to try and top it next year. Each AM player will receive 1 Gulf Coast Events and Promotions Silly Pint and lid, 1 Discraft disc of their choice upon check-in, a personalized golf umbrella with your PDGA number on it, a customized wooden mini with your name, PDGA number, the number of times you have competed in the GCCO, and any past victories you've had at the GCCO. In addition, you will also receive a Grip 6 belt with your custom colors that you selected during registration. Please, please, please make sure you follow the instructions inside your Grip 6 belt package on how to fit your belt. They come in size 46 and are cut down to size. My personal recommendation is to leave plenty of slack to ensure you don't cut it too short and ruin your belt. Next, I want to go over some course-specific rules. All of the rules are available in the PDF event handbook sent to each player, the pictures section of the Disc Golf Scene registration page, and will also be on the PDGA live scoring app. This includes approved parking areas for each course. Please note that because of increased park usage, our approved parking areas have been reduced. Please carpool whenever possible. I'm not going to touch on every rule, just some of the more difficult rules that you may not be used to. First and foremost, the 2-meter rule is not in effect at any course during any time during the Gulf Coast Charity Open. Additionally, it is palmetto flowering season at Maximo, so please watch for bees' nests as you reach into palmettos for discs. At Maximo Park, hole number 3 will be playing as an island again. This means any shot not establishing and landing in the grass area to the right of the road and in front of the paint line will proceed directly to the marked drop zone with a 1-stroke penalty. After your tee shot, standard OB rules will apply. Hole number 14 will be played from the traditional shore pad as opposed to the temporary pad that we have used in the past. After completing hole 13, please go directly to the short pad for what is the traditional layout at Maximo, because we are not using that temporary tee pad that we have used in previous years. Both holes 15 and 16 have mandos. If they are missed on any side from the long pad, you will proceed to the short pad with a 1-stroke penalty. Any missed mandos from the short pad will re-tee from the short pad with a 1-stroke penalty. Hole number 18 will once again have string line wrapped around the swamp area. Any disc landing to the left or inside the lined area is out of bounds, and standard out of bounds rules do apply. At Cliff Stevens, there's a mando on hole 4. If that mando is missed, you will re-tee with a 1-stroke penalty. In addition, any shot landing on or beyond the path to the right is out of bounds. This includes any shot landing under, on top of, or past the bridge, and any shot landing inside the cement picnic area. On or beyond the sidewalk plays is out of bounds on hole number 8 as well. Any tee shot from any tee pad landing on or beyond the sidewalk or bridge on hole number 11 is out of bounds and will proceed directly to the marked drop zone with a 1-stroke penalty. All out of bounds after the tee shot and from the drop zone will be played as standard out of bounds. If there's any water in the creek in front of the basket, it is treated as casual. Any shot landing on or beyond the sidewalk on hole number 15 is also out of bounds, and standard out of bounds rules apply in this situation as well. For hole number 16, any tee shot from the long pad not crossing inbounds land as determined by the spotter or your group will proceed directly to the short pad with a 1-stroke penalty. After the tee shot, standard out of bounds rules will apply, including any tee shots taken from the short pad by short pad players or penalty shots taken from the short pad by a long pad player. The island is also out of bounds and will be determined by a painted line at the back end of the island near the cement tunnel. Finally, hole 18 will have a mando. If missed from the long pad, proceed directly to the short pad with a 1-stroke penalty. If missed from the short pad, re-tee with a 1-stroke penalty. Additionally, there will be an out-of-bounds paint line down the entire left-hand side of the fairway that is intended to keep you off of the train tracks. If you go out of bounds in this area, standard out-of-bounds rules apply. I want to stress specifically the critical nature of the parking situation at Cliff Stevens. We have only received approval to park in the main parking lot, boat ramp parking lot, and the parking lot at Kapok Park. Please ensure you are carpooling if possible, parking in these areas whenever possible, and that you are ensuring any valuables are not left in your car. At Taylor Park, the only notable rules are on holes 12 and 13, where we have mandos. If they are missed, you will proceed directly to the marked drop zone with a 1-stroke penalty. Finally, Picnic Island, we will have some very special rules as usual. Hole number 1 will have a string line denoting the out-of-bounds area on the beach and paint denoting the out-of-bounds area on the swamp on the left. Any shot from the long pad landing out of bounds in either of these two areas will proceed directly to the short pad with a 1-stroke penalty. Any tee shots from the short pad or drop zone shots from the short pad that land out of bounds will be played using standard out of bounds rules. Hole number 2 will have a mando. If missed, proceed directly to the marked drop zone with a 1-stroke penalty. Any water in the swamp on the left is out of bounds, and any shot landing in or beyond the parking lot or road is out of bounds as well. This does also include the individual parking spaces that are surrounded by concrete on the outside, but have little bits of grass on the inside. Those are out of bounds as well. On hole number 3, there is a cactus area on the left side of the fairway. This area has been marked off with paint. If your shot lands in this area, please proceed directly to the marked casual drop zone with no penalty. Hole number 6 will once again be home to the world famous triple mando. If missed on either side from either tee pad, you will proceed directly to the marked drop zone with a 1-stroke penalty. Hole number 10 will have a mando that only impacts the long tee. If missed, proceed directly to the drop zone with a 1-stroke penalty. Finally, on hole 17, there is a new beach preservation project going on, and they've installed a ton of brand new rocks and cement to help with the erosion on the beach. Because of this, our out of bounds line has changed from a string line to a painted line. Any shot that lands on the other side of the painted line is out of bounds, and standard out of bounds rules will apply. As always, if anyone has any questions about rules, please let a staff member know. And please, please, please remember to use your provisionals. As one final safety notice, it is going to be extremely hot this weekend. Our staff is going to do their best to keep our water coolers full of ice cold water, but we need you to do your part as well. Tomorrow's hydration starts today. Start drinking water now in preparation and be prepared to drink between 1 to 2 gallons of water per day. This will ensure everyone stays safe. Additionally, please remember to bring your bug spray and sunscreen. The bugs at picnic are not that bad considering it's June, but you just want to be safe. As one final overall note from me to you, I cannot tell you how thankful I am for each of you for participating in this event. I truly hope each of you has a wonderful time this weekend. Make sure that as you're playing your round and as you're interacting with your course staff, to give some love to the volunteers and event staff there. They have all worked their butts off to make this event the huge success that it is. As always, every single member of our staff, myself included, are all unpaid volunteers who truly enjoy setting up this experience for each of you. So make sure to give them a high five or a fist bump or an elbow bump or a foot tap or whatever you feel comfortable with to show them some love. Thank you once again for participating in the 2021 Gulf Coast Charity Open presented by Lennar Homes. We look forward to seeing each of you this weekend.